Hey family, hey family. It has been a while. It has been a while. I haven't jumped in to talk to y'all. It has been a while. And tonight I want to talk about relationships. Oh my gosh. So many people have called me and say, Phoebe, I'm struggling with my relationship. Why aren't my relationship working out? What have I done that my relationship is not working out? How is everybody doing out there? Talk to me. Let's start a conversation. Let's start a conversation. Let me hear how you're all feeling about people, women, mostly women, who are not getting along in their relationship. Is it the pandemic? Is it that you're not putting enough energy in the relationship? What's good? What's going on? Talk to me. There's this one person who told me that they had this date, this online date, and that person did not make it to the second date. Do we think we ladies are bummers? Are we texting too much? Are we talking too much? Are we giving out like too much information too fast? Where are my single ladies and my, most importantly, my over 50 ladies who are single and are out there and want to be in a relationship? What are you doing too much? Are you texting too much? Are you talking too much? Are you clubbering this man? Talk to me. How do you feel? How do you feel? I know for myself, um, if I'm dating, if I just met the person, I'm not going to be texting and telling them every single thing that they need to know about me. I'm going to let them vent. I'm going to let the person vent as much as they can to really open up to you, because when we women open up, we talk so much. So we have to give our men that opportunity. We have to give them the opportunity to talk, to get to know us. We are just basically talking too much. So what is your deficiency? What are you using to self sabotage yourself? Why you cannot suffice a relationship? Ladies, talk to me. What are you not doing? Are you like just talking to the man about money, talking for shopping? Yo, I want to go shopping. Are you holding constructive conversations to these dates so that they can last for more than a week? Are you just jumping into a relationship because it's just all about sex for you? Are you setting intentions? Are you setting like expectations? Are you setting goals? What are you doing? Why, so many people are calling me to say, what can you tell me about my relationship? How can I hold on to a relationship to get to that next threshold, to get to that next level in the relationship? You know, and this other person called me the other day and they were saying that they were in a relationship and it lasted for 3 months. So you have to know why you're going into a relationship. First and foremost, why am I gonna even start talking to this person? What do I want from it? Is this person, after maybe 2 3 weeks, you need to find out if this person is going to add value, or he's going to take away value, or he's going to multiply your life, so to speak. You have to know. You cannot just jump into a relationship and expect that everything is going to happen overnight. You have to make sure that you sow into that relationship. What what are the things, are some of the things that you're going to sow in the relationship? Just do not start off on a page where you're asking for things, for like financial things, for monetary. You're not in it for monetary gain. If that's gonna happen, it will come later on. But you need to find out what this person wants from a relationship in a year. Well, I would say like 6 months, a year, 2 year. Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to go in this relationship? Ask questions. Ask questions. I would say in the space of 2 weeks, ask some really, really good questions. Like come up with a 10 year, with a 10 days rather, with a 10 question piece of paper or email, something, text, something. Don't be afraid to ask these 10 questions or 5 questions, however you wanna put it out there to him or to her. And just let them know that, hey, I have some expectations and I really want you to answer these questions. And based on the standard that I have, I would want to put these questions the first couple of days, rather. I said 2 weeks, I'll say maybe the first week. Set these expectations for your relationship to see where you want to take this next level and see how you can build on that relationship instead of just sitting down and instead of just sitting down or just going into the relationship expecting the person to do everything. I feel like i feel like we women, we sometimes we're too laid back. We're laid back in asking the right questions. I think we're just sometimes expecting the men to give everything, and we don't give up nothing. We just sit back and say, okay, he likes me and he's supposed to do everything. No, woman, you have to make sure that if you like this man as you say you do initially, because you're gonna like some things about him. Um, you're gonna like some things about him, and then it's gonna grow into that love that you wanted to get to. And if you want to love this person, you have to ask the right questions, act the right way. Some of us, we're out of control. We used to our loud uh way of talking to men, and that's just definitely a turn off for men. So we got to know how to really tailor our conversations, and don't bring a different person than who you are, imposter personality, to the relationship. You have to bring your full self. You have to bring your authentic self in a relationship if you want to start to date someone. I feel like sometimes we're just acting. We're just actors. We're performers on the stage. And so that is one of the impediments that women go through, because they don't know how to bring their full, authentic, unapologetic self to the game. So I'm wondering, talk to me and let me know if these are some of the things that are preventing some of us women from really getting a great relationship. And another thing too, make sure that God is a part of that relationship. Because listen, if God is not a part of that relationship, you got to come out first and let this person know what you stand for. Like I said, set expectations. What are some of the things that some of the values, some of the morals that you live by. And if you're going into a relationship with them, then of course you would love to see those come to life. And if you all don't share the same morals and the same values, then it makes no sense. You're gonna pursue that. Or if he commits to really say, okay, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? So of course, you have to commit. You have to commit to the fact that both of you will be will be able to work things out. But if he doesn't want to commit to what you really want to, what you stand for, then at least y'all should come to a compromise. But if he doesn't want to off the bat, that's a no-no for me. That's a no-no for me. I know you're gonna say, oh, Phoebe, what about you? What about you? Some of the opportunities that I have had in relationship is that up to today I heard it. I'm direct. I'm very, very direct, and I will tell you my mind in a second. So if we met like for a day or a week, whatever you see with Phoebe is what you get, right? So what you see with me is what you get, and I'm not afraid to tell you that. Look, the stone is white or the stone is black or whatever it is. I'm going to call an audible to let you know that, look, I don't like this or I don't like that. And I'm not really a controller, so to speak, but I'm not going to let somebody walk over me. I'm not going to allow you to walk over me. So those are the things that I will set out there and let you know that I'm a very nice person. And I know self-praise is no recommendation, but I'm a very nice person. But at the end of the day, when I've been like taken disadvantage of, I am not blind. I can feel it, I can see it. And so it's easy for me to walk away from a relationship that I know that's not gonna last than to sit around in a relationship and know that you're gonna disrespect me, you're gonna treat me like how I'm not supposed to be treated, because I'm old enough to know how a woman is supposed to be treated. You know what I mean? So yeah, uh, I want. I am that kind of person who loves, like, loves deep, who loves deep, and wants back the same thing. And if that's not meted out to me, then I believe that, I'm not saying that I have failed, but I believe that I wouldn't have put out enough into the relationship, or that's just not what God has for me. So, what are our failures? And like we said, we don't call them failures, we do call them opportunities. We we as women or men out there who are seeking long-term relationships, whether it's online or it's on a dating site or whatever, set expectations. You know, there are just too many single women out here and too many single men. And when you ask them, so why are you not in a relation? They'll be like, okay, I've been trying for years and it's really not happening for me. But maybe we're not trying hard enough. Maybe we're not trying enough. Maybe we are self-sabotaging ourselves. We are the turn-offs because we're looking on it and say, okay, it's the next person. Then maybe we need to do some self-reflection. Maybe we need to check our own selves. Maybe we're sabotaging our own self. And some of us are, like I said earlier, we're wearing somebody else's persona, and it makes no sense you wear somebody else's persona per se and trying to project that imposter personality when it's not you. So it's best for you to really show the person your authentic self. I want to say to those who, maybe to those who are divorced, we have and I am divorced. I have been divorced for like 6 years. We have the hardest times. We have the hardest time because we're not ready to open up our hearts to really love again after we've been hurt. And so I am saying to you that it's okay. It's okay to forgive and open that part of you that have set up that line of demarcation or set up that barrier, so to speak, so you can open up yourself to happiness, open up yourself to laughter, and Open up yourself to love, because love is so beautiful. So what you're doing when when you remain unhealed, because you have to understand that in that case you are the barrier. You're the barrier. You're preventing yourself from doing so much out there, and you don't even know. So it's okay to let you allow your heart to forgive 100%. And I don't know if you know what that means, but it's powerful when I say that. Allow your heart to be open up to love again. And when you do that, you will realize that you'll be able to laugh, you'll be able to cry, you'd be able to do the things freely instead of just sitting there and have all of these things festering inside of you and preventing you to move on, because you can move on from hurt, you can move on from pain, you can move on from trials, you can move on from tribulations. I can tell you that, because one thing that I know, that has kept me, is the love that I have for people. The love that I have for people, it transcends beyond just like my own imagination. It transcends beyond my own imagination. And because of that, I forgive freely. And when I forgive freely, then it helps me to free myself. So I free myself, and then I'm able to forgive you. So so any relationship that I've had in the past, and it seems like, unforgiveness was in there on my part, there's no reason for you to hold a grudge against anybody, because if they've done anything to you, that's in the past and you can move on from that. Hey, what is keeping us older women, or just women in general, from having a great relationship? What is your story? What is your story? We're gonna maybe continue this on Wednesday night. Yeah, we're gonna continue this on Wednesday night. Let me set up a poll. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Well, what's preventing you? What's preventing you from moving forward in a somebody you start dating? What is preventing you? What is preventing you from dating in general? You know, as I said earlier, we tend to we tend to just sit back and just expect men to just see our physical structure and fall in love with that, and the rest is hidden, and we're afraid to really let them know who we are, where we're coming from, know our story in general. We're afraid to let them know that. So I believe that, and some of us men, oh my God, we're trifling. Some of us men are so trifling that it's unbelievable. I have the hairpiece on. Yeah, some of the men are so trifling that they are they the only thing that they look on is the physical structure of the woman, and that will get you in trouble, because you have to, if you're looking a long-term relationship, You have to take your mind off the physical structure. It is there. That's the obvious. That's all you can see. But know that the woman may have emotional, psychological, physical impediments that you cannot see the first night, you cannot see the first day. And so you have to find time to know that woman. You have some of you been out taking up some people. I cannot even say it to be politically correct on this forum. But you gotta be careful what you're doing. You can't meet woman one time, and when you meet the woman one time, everything done this way woman and your wife. Can't work. I'm watching this Love is Blind with Cameron and Lauren. You should watch it. You all should watch Cameron and Lauren. Cameron and Lauren, you both. I love you all so much. You encourage me, Cameron and Lauren. I love that show so much because guess what? Cameron and Lauren did not. So it's on Netflix if you want to see it, and you should definitely go and watch it. Cameron and Lauren, they did not get it's like a blind date to get to eventually you marry the person if you get to that if you get to that level, then you'll be able to marry the person. So Cameron and Lauren and other contestant in the program, they in the show, they dated their other counterpart from between a screen, and they had to communicate with the person through that partition all the time. And through that, over a period of time, they formed a bond. And eventually they got engaged. And then some of them, I think it was two of them, Barnett and Amber, and Cameron and Lauren. Cameron and Lauren, they are anti biracial couple. And it's so beautiful how even after the show, their marriage are still continuing. There were a lot of ups and downs, but it's so awesome to know that you can meet someone who you haven't seen their physical, and I believe Love is Blind. You haven't seen their physical structure, but then you connect with their personality, you connect with their spirit, you connect with their soul. That's what I believe is the best way to start up a relationship, because then you don't know the person, but you are connecting from the inside. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that show so much. I'm always watching that show. Whenever I get a little downtime, I'm not writing, I'm not reading. Oh my God, I'm not working. That's my go-to. That's my go-to. I will like go to a show, like go sit in my living room and watch something. But yep, that's me right there. Love is Blind. So yeah, so this makes me jump on here tonight and say I'm encouraging our ladies to start check these men, and men check these women. Check these women. You cannot just get up and just going into a relationship like that. You have to make sure that you're asking these direct questions. You're setting intentions. You're setting short term, long term goal, professional goal, learning goals, personal goal. You can't just be jumping in these relationships, and when it doesn't work out, then you blame. Who are you gonna blame? You're gonna blame yourself. Look at my hair sticking here. See, I'm being 100% real with my family. Y'all are my family. Thank you so much for those who are gonna watch tonight, or those who are gonna watch beyond tonight. But there are some topics. A lot of people are sending me some topics, and they were like, "Where are you? You talk English and you talk patois. Where are you, Phoebe?" I love all of you. I love all of you so much, and just know that there are some topics that we can definitely talk about anytime. Just drop them in my bio. Just drop them in the chat right there. This is a new channel, and And we can come and just vent and just talk about life in general. A lot of people are afraid to open their mouth and speak up. We're your voice. We can open up and speak for you, but don't remain voiceless. Don't remain voiceless. You ought to open up your mouth and say what's on your mind. That's the only way somebody is going to hear your voice, if you open up your mouth and speak. A lot of us have been through so much. We have been through so much, and we've been hiding behind closed doors because we don't want to speak what's on our mind. It's okay. It is okay. It's your fundamental right. It is your fundamental right to speak up. Speak up and let your voice be heard. Don't stay in darkness and bury your truth. Don't bury your truth, man. Bring it up here, and if you all want to have a conversation with me, just send me a note in my text, and we will chat. All right. I am I am. Let me see the time. Well, I'm gonna go for 30 minutes, but for real, for real, for real, for real, man. We we have sat down for years, we women, and we have let our mouth, our the way we look, speak for us. We use our body to catch men, or to use it to get our relationships. And what happened? We have failed because we're not using our intellect. We're not using our God-given gifts that God has given us, and open up to these men and let them know that this is not all that makes me up. This is not all that make me up. Is not just how I look. I have other attributes, and don't be afraid to tell it as it is. Don't be afraid to be your full self. Let them know what you want out of the relationship, and if that's not what they want, baby, it's okay. It's okay, because guess what? Who God has for you, nobody can take that away from you. What God has for you, nobody can take that away from you. So if he's for you, then he's gonna be for you. He is gonna be for you. All right. So let me tell y'all something. If God be for us, who can be against us? Stop hiding around the bush and be afraid to tell these men what you want. You need a better life. You need someone who has a job, whose credit is up and running. Somebody who is not hiding behind the hiding. Oh, they're telling you that they have one person. When you check it out, they have 10 relationships. They're in 10 different relationships. No, sir. No, sir. I believe we women, we we should not be afraid to tell it as it is. Tell it as it is. Tell them what you want. Tell the men what you want. All right. Can we end on that note? Tell the woman what you really want, what you're looking for in a relationship. Don't just jump in a relationship because, oh, I see this girl and oh, I'm crazy over her. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Those who are married for 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, they can tell you that no, sir. I didn't just start a relationship like this to just jump in and just see the person for the first time. And that's it. No, we build our relationship. We didn't just start from us just looking at each other. Yes, you receive each other eventually, but it doesn't start there, and it should not end there on just the physical structure, because things are gonna happen in the relationship. All right, suppose they're toxic. Suppose life changed for them. Suppose they're in an accident. You have to love somebody who feel your soul, feels your connects with your soul, connects with your spirit. And when they connect with your spirit, then that's the time you're gonna be it's gonna be the right person. Yep. 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 So look, let me tell you something. We are on we are on the verge of closing, and I wish I could get a whole lot of people to jump on here with me. But even if you come on after I'm finished, then you know that you'll know that yep, you'll know that I was on here, and you can still jump in the poll, you can still chime in and have a convo with me. All right. Um, I will let you all know when I'm gonna come again, and we're just gonna have a conversation. And I want to go on Facebook Live. I want to go on Facebook Live one of these days. We can talk. But yeah, different topic. It doesn't have to be the same topic. All right. Join me on Monday Mana, Reverend Kevin Bobbitt. Um, his domain. His domain on Monday, 7:30 p.m. I'll be bringing I'll be bringing the word on Monday morning, 7:30 p.m. Hey, I love you, family. I love you always, and have a blessed night. Phoebe signing out. You know how we do it. Peace always. Peace. Not that me dep me just do one YouTube YouTube challenge. Me work me YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Cause for me forget whole heap of vote, me have to work it. The YouTube channel? Me not sure.
Say hi. Say hi.
Oh, there he is. There my baby is. I'm looking on clothes. There my baby is. I love your clothes. You look like grandma. You know that? Hey.
Say, look, my God. Look for that. Look for game.
Hey there. Oh, Lord, my barrel is here.
Yes. Say, look, my kid, God.
I know. Oh, that's so cute. I love her hair so much.
Our mommy style her up, so.
Hey, mommy, class by himself, you know, that's why I'm one more.
Hey, where am I get it from? Yeah, don't put them up there.
Hey, baby, tell you, my love. Yep.
This little one, but can't be Hannah inside. Eh?
Mm-hmm.